Welcome to another episode of The Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Luke Young.
Lloyd Johnson.
It makes so much sense because Lloyd's in a tiny chair. Get on fucking YouTube and see what's happening right now. We had a whole chair debacle before this thing started, so Lloyd's fucking the shortest one in the podcast room right now. Our guest this week is... we've all fucking heard from Lilly before. Lilly Johnson, Lloyd's daughter, and Alex motherfucking Schubert, the co-host of the Fuck You Like The Bengals podcast. Give it the motherfuck up for both of them. Come on.
Thank you.
And Bella's in the background, peanut gallerying it up. Yeah, what up, Bella? Y'all just drove fucking how many miles from Florida?
More than 3.
How many are 13 hours?
13, however many is 13 hours.
Like, dude, it was like 7.5 miles and shit.
How much of a fucking nightmare was that drive?
Honestly, like, it was the easiest drive I've had so far.
Why'd you hit that high of a note?
What do you mean?
Honestly?
I'm sorry. Damn.
We thought Lily was going to be here to roast.
And Lloyd brought up Lily's notes.
Huh?
I said, I'm the one with perfect pitch, and Lloyd brought up Lily's high notes.
Stop eating a cheeseburger on the podcast, you
It's a chicken
fucking
sandwich.
wild
Hey,
animal.
dude.
Because
He's allowed
in any
to
way
eat.
possible, I will always be better than you.
Right. We've established this
And
since
she's
day
proved,
one.
and she's proved it because you're eating a whole chicken sandwich, chewing into the mic. You're like,
Hold on. Listeners, go back to old episodes
Go back
of
to-
Patrick's old studio. Aren't there countless episodes of you eating like
Correct.
a big old steak and lemonade sandwich
Correct.
right off
And-
into the mic.
Correct. And guess what I do whenever somebody calls me out on it? I say, yep, and I'm eating into the mic, and then I double down and I chew into the mic, and I'm like, go suck a fucking foul bag of dicks. But Alex, what did he do? The little fairy? He sits down and fucking chicken sandwich. He's like, yeah, you're
Good
right,
Lord.
I am on the best, the most, the second only to Joe Rogan, the podcast who's just conquering the world right now. I'll put my chicken, eat your chicken sandwich, Alex. What
I'm
are you
eating
doing?
my chicken sandwich.
How are you gonna let me tell you what to do? Looking all strong and shit, just fresh out the gym, and you're gonna let me tell you what to do?
Yeah.
Come on, man, stand
For
up for
once, it's
yourself.
not Lily.
This whole podcast got set up because somebody canceled on us. Won't say who. He'll be back. He'll be filling in a January spot that Alex was originally going to be slated for, but. Lloyd was like, I'll hit up some comedians. I was like, let's just do a Just Us. Or I was like, let's just do a Just Us episode for once. And then Lloyd was like, well, Lily and Bella are here. And I was like, well, fuck it. If they're here, come on. Let's have them on. And then he was like, we could have Schubert on. And Lily's favorite thing in the world is to talk shit to Schubert nonstop. All it's like 4 a-holes in Ohio.
That's
whatever.
right.
I don't know if she's been in the background talking shit on a Fuck You Like The Bengals fucking podcast.
She has.
Multiple times.
She's got great roast jokes. She tore me apart the last time she was up here.
One of my favorite things we've ever done on Fuck You Like The Bengals was had Lily read the ads for Chewy Dick Pills.
What happened?
And it was just the entire room minus Lily screaming laughing.
well,
It was like, it had like the little note in there, like add personal story or whatever. And Lily looks at me like, you want me to do that? I was like, no, just, you just keep going.
my dad had to leave the room because I was sitting there talking about blue chewy dick pills.
Yeah.
Blue Chew, one of the old Fuck You sponsors.
Yeah.
I actually bought some Blue Chews. Like,
Really?
It ended up working out real good for me and shit
Did
like
it
that.
pump up the warts?
No. This is prior
It's
to
how,
Lord's.
it's how he got them.
Oh,
Yeah. We're trying to get a Blue Chew fucking sponsorship, Lloyd. What are you doing to us right now?
I'm saying that it worked
Blue
so
Chew
good,
does not
you
give you
fucked
warts.
so much that you ended up getting warts.
That's all right. Now
It's a numbers game, man. Come on.
All right. Now that you put it that way, that's exactly what happened.
Cody, I'm
Blue
pretty
Chew-
sure the warts are a you problem.
No shit, Alex, unless I give them to some... What a more obvious statement that, like, I'm pretty sure your dick warts are a you problem.
No, I think what he's
correct.
saying is they just grew out of you. You didn't get them from someone. Just your personality manifested them into your
your
being.
personality is a dick wart.
You're like a human fungus.
Actually, when I was in high school, I had a group of people that didn't want to hang out with me, but I kept hanging out with so much that they eventually were like, we like you now, but you're like a fungus of a human being. Like I've done everything to get rid of this, and it's just here. I guess I'm just gonna live with it. It was like I'm literally just a fungus.
I would stop hanging out with people like that. Right
Eventually,
away.
it just grows fuzz, and you start cuddling it.
Just like my dick warts.
How come you guys aren't
Yeah.
cleaning up the fungus growing in wherever the fuck y'all are living in? Y'all need to clean that up.
Bella's got fungus in her
Quit
car.
cuddling it.
You have fungus in your car, Bella. If you're gonna talk, you have to get onto a microphone. So you gotta fucking.
Bella
Come
Bella
tell
has
them about
fungus in her
your car trunk fungus.
I have car trunk fungus
Yeah.
from Tabuli.
from tabbouleh. What the fuck is the tabbouleh?
It's a Greek salad that Lilly left in my car.
So it's Lily's fault that you have
Yes.
Greek fungus growing in the back of
And
your car?
because she threw a sausage, egg, and cheese into the backseat of my car, and we found it a couple months later.
What do you mean she threw a sausage, egg, and cheese in the back of
She
your
thought
car?
it was gross, so she
I can
threw it.
co-sign that this is a behavior that is not new.
Dog, an over-the-shoulder...
If I don't like something, I just throw it.
When she was little, she
Food, babies, anything.
You're a
If
That
I
maniac.
was the most like Mean Girls cast shit I've ever heard in my life.
Hell, she's thrown
like
me
they could have
twice.
all like each. They could have gone down the line of like girls with a different like characteristic, and then they got to Lily, and she was like, "If I don't like things, I just throw it."
You
No,
are such
so-
a Lily.
I usually go to Starbucks and get my sausage, egg, and cheese. Every single morning, without fail, I do this. And we went to Dunkin' one day, and just god-awful sausage, egg, and cheese. It was terrible. No seasoning. The cheese wasn't melted. It was just bad. So I just threw it behind my shoulder because I didn't want it.
I would argue that all fast
If I
food
don't like
drive-thru
drinks-
shit is terrible. Like, even the
rehearsed.
Starbucks shit
We
is
keep
bad.
drinks in our car to throw at people that drive like dicks.
Oh, that's nothing. My uncle used to keep. This is where I found out about this. Because he used to ride motorcycles and shit. And he was like, if you ever like change out your spark plugs, because I had this fucking this Dodge Dakota that constantly needed a fucking. I've replaced more spark plugs than this after 10,000 miles than any other fucking vehicle. Because normally a spark plug change is 100,000 miles. This piece of shit, 10,000 miles, you're changing spark plugs. He's like, folks, saved him. I'm like, why am I saving these? And he's like, fucking break it open. There's a little porcelain filament inside of there. I was like, why do I want that? He's like, well, folks, somebody's a dick. Throw it right at their window. Shatters the whole window. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, people cut me off when I'm riding the bike and fucking throw the porcelain filament at their window. Breaks their whole window out. They think they got shot at. They fucking cry like a bitch and they fucking ride off the side of the highway on the shoulder. I was like, what are you fucking saying to me right now?
I honestly
Keep a thing of porcelain filaments in case I want to fucking make somebody, just traumatize somebody for cutting me off. He's like, fucking different when you're riding a bike. I was like, all right.
Hey, fuck around and find out, dude.
Yeah. All right, you crazy junkie. Whatever you say, man.
Ours is just our graveyard of half-finished Starbucks drinks and like half-full bottles
trunk
of
fungus?
Gatorade.
Like, but my
Use
thing is
tampons.
the thing
Yeah.
I'm hooked up on is like you don't care about the location as to where it's being chucked. You're just like
Well,
you know
yeah.
full well it's going right into the back seat. Like
No,
that's
that's
gonna be
what
a mess
I want to do.
to clean up. You can't just be like, well, you know, I'm gonna get throw this over my shoulder. I'm gonna throw this over the shoulder outside the car.
Yeah, Alex, you really have to bully your way in.
Yeah,
I
I really
don't-
do.
I don't like to litter that much unless it's like to throw cups at people. But
Hold on just one second.
No.
Keep going, but all right, it'll
So-
stand by itself.
I only account for litter. Like I will only litter if it's to throw something at somebody else. So like I will throw a Starbucks cup at another person's car, knowing I'm littering, and I'm like, okay, like that's all right. But if it's for no other good reason, like if I just don't like the sandwich, it's just being thrown into the trunk
Lily,
behind me.
please, God, tell me that you have a fully loaded fucking firearm in your car when you're throwing fucking
She only
drink
shoots
cups
people
at
that
people's.
deserve to get shot.
No, I'm saying somebody's gonna pull a gun out on her, like for sure, especially if you're living in Florida. Like that's people are getting wild style, especially in Florida. I mean, in Ohio, there's a lot of gun violence. There's double that in Florida. So.
Yeah, but I
I-
also
Be
feel like
careful.
just like there's Florida man, I think there's Florida woman, and I like out of all the stories I've heard out of this girl's mouth, she's Florida woman.
Well,
Lily, Florida woman Johnson.
my philosophy is I don't need weapons because I have Lloyd Johnson.
Oh.
If you fuck with me, he's gonna find you.
How you
Like,
gonna-
good luck.
How are you gonna teleport your dad from fucking Ohio all
You don't
crippled
need
up
to. He will just come.
Okay, but what
On
are
2
you
minutes
gonna
notice.
do? What are you gonna do though when he's like 60 and his bones are cemented and he's just like a gargoyle of a human being, just like
He'll
rocking
still
around?
find
For
somebody.
one,
She'll
kill him.
she'll just throw me at them.
No, I'll be like, okay, Dad, is your diaper full? And I'll just take off the diaper. and-
Bella's here to lick it clean.
Ew. What?
I'm sorry, we were talking dog stuff before, so anyways.
Bella's not
Oh,
a
boy.
dog.
All right, fair enough. Bella's
What-
not a dog.
One of the weird things I wanted to do, if I'm like
Shut up.
really pissed off one day. Okay, fine. If I'm like really pissed off one day, I want to like
I'm sorry,
take
Bella.
food and like throw it in someone's open window just to get their car all fucked up and dirty. If they're just being a total asshole.
We've done that with Starbucks drinks.
Oh, rules.
We did it with a red slushy into a drop top Mustang that had white cloth seats.
Tell me this story, please.
It was me and me, Joe, and Eric Deal, who might be on sometime. We were walking from where we parked to go into the mall, and we had stopped at like a gas station. Eric had one of those giant fucking red slushies, and this asshole burns like right past us in his fucking Mustang.
Is the red slushie filled up also?
Yeah,
He's got one sip in his gullet.
I mean, yeah, it's literally we were across the street at a gas station, and then.
I'm sorry,
So,
I
yeah.
just had to visualize it for a second.
So this guy cuts like right by us, like almost hits us, and they're like Joe, Eric, and them are yelling back and forth, and then the people are walking in, and Eric just goes, "Whoops!" and throws it in the fucking air, and it lands in their car all over the fucking place. And they look back at us like they're close enough they can tell what just happened, and they just continued to walk into the. But also, I should say, Eric is a gigantic human being.
I was just gonna say Eric looks like someone who would stab you on sight.
I showed you guys pictures of Eric. He looks like he eats babies in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
he's just a cave troll who eats babies in the morning.
I had possibly the worst, not road rage. I wasn't even driving. This just happened yesterday. This is 2 stories, so buckle up, kids.
Yeah.
Buckled
Yeah.
up.
Fucking, I go to take my kids to the Pyramid Hill over there in Hamilton, where they've got the light show. You
Pyramids and
drive
hills.
through it, and they've got it's a little forest. It's all lit up with lights and shit like that. And we go to turn left into there, and there's a string of cars on the shoulder on the other side of the road. And I was like, Mom, my mom's driving. I've got my my aunt, like super well-to-do aunt, like with her husband and her kid. All very nice people. Nothing like me or the other parts of my family and shit like that. The sweetest, nicest human beings. My 2 kids in the back seat. Relevant for the story. I was like, Mom, don't do this. And Teresa's like, we could rely on the friendliness of strangers. I'm like, fuck out of here, Teresa. Keep driving. Go all the way up. Find a turn around. Go back to the shoulder. She does that. We wait an ungodly amount of time, which couldn't have been more than 10 minutes, but it feels like an ungodly amount of time with 2 kids in the back seat waiting to see Christmas lights, fucking screaming. We get up there, and then somebody does exactly what I told my mom not to do, and it's this big ass truck, and he thinks he's gonna wedge his way in. My mom rolls up. The dude honks his horn, and I fucking kids in the back seat, fucking nice, well-to-do family members. I got out the car like, what you about to do about it? And then dude was like, oh, and then he backed up, and then I got back into the car like thinking like, oh, I've done right. And then I looked back to my horrified family and kids, and I was like, well, all right, I got my karma though. I got karma for this situation. We go through the whole
He
thing.
beats the dog shit out. He yanks you out of the car.
That
from
would be
behind.
real karma. This is some fake karma.
Car,
Now that you
Mom.
mention it.
car.
So-
Who's in a car?
My son starts kind of
Karma.
crying as we leave, and we think that he's just upset that he can't see the lights. And he's screaming the whole way back. We get back to my aunt's house to drop them off. We get out, and I'm like, he's wet. Oh, this is why he pissed through his pants. And then I pick him up out the seat, and then I see fucking like brown fluid sitting in the bottom of his car seat. And I was like, he diarrheaed through his pants. He shit so much that it's and I was like, fuck, what are we gonna do? Get a towel, Teresa. She puts the towel down in her house. We put him down on it. I go to take it off. He's taking 9 grown man shits inside of his little diaper. It's coming out the front. It's all the way up the back. It's in his little curly hair. It's the worst smelling diarrhea. Worse than my fucking like.
So
I've done
fucking
cocaine
your
for
son,
3
dude.
days and
How do you have
drank
a
bottle
list of the
liquor.
worst diarrheas you've ever smelled?
I take diarrheas on a regular basis, so
You
I've
keep
smelled
track.
plenty of them.
It doesn't stop. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
think
just-
it did.
It's never ending. So the fact that my fucking almost 2-year-old son is taking a diarrhea on this level is preposterous to me. And it's diarrhea that's also formed around his dick and balls that I've had to scrape off. Like, it's made a mold of his little kid dick and balls. Like, I was over here like, the whole time my mom's like, stop playing it up, and she walked over and was like, oh god, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god. And like, Teresa's all, they never curse around her because she's like the sweetest lady, and my mom's even like, oh my fucking god, holy shit, this is rancid. We had to like throw his clothes away. So yeah, I got mine at the end of that fucking story. All right, any other road rage incidents? Alex, you look like a road rage sort of fella. You look like a guy that just like pops off at the fucking.
Not really. I'm more of the. I'm more of
the autistic type.
I'm more the autistic type where I really shouldn't even have a driver's license.
What? What autistics should not have a driver's license? I
A
don't
lot
understand.
of
My
them.
dad.
You're too busy counting the fucking.
Why the fuck are you in the left lane? Get the fuck out of the left lane. My dad has a dent in the ceiling of his Subaru. On
On the ceiling.
On the
Because I
inside.
punched it.
Because he punches it when he gets mad.
You punched the
Imagine.
ceiling.
Imagine being child
Punch the
me.
door like a person.
Like 7, 8 years
I'll
old.
break it.
I somehow pissed my
break
dad
it.
off before school, and he's driving me to school at like 5 in the morning, and he goes, I'm gonna fucking crash this car! I'm gonna crash this car into that side thing! Just shut the fuck up, Lily! Yeah.
This is the
Bro,
stuff that
my-
horrifies Lloyd too. That he's like, he's looking at me like this never happened. He's looking at me like this story
not
is
quite, but
a
kinda.
farce.
All right, so if we're talking about road rage from other people's perspectives too, so this is also a story within another story. I was retarded, right?
I'd like
Welcome
to
to the
interrupt
club.
this to
He
tell
said,
another story.
he said was.
So I am retarded, and it was I think
I'm autistic. It's
it's
okay.
like my
you can say
second week into first grade, and I got a pencil eraser stuck up my nose, and yeah,
There's
I
the
said that.
autism.
I said that a pencil eraser stuck.
Did
up my
Alex
nose.
ask you to tell this story for him so he didn't look silly in front of Lily?
that. No comment.
So we tried to get the eraser out of my nose, couldn't do it. So we went to the doctors, right?
Did it Homer Simpson style make you smarter?
No.
Like, okay.
No, it erased everything in my brain.
Made you
actually. I
better at
couldn't
anime
remember
somehow?
anything. No,
He only
Yeah.
sees the world in anime now.
Everyone's just got big eyes.
Everything's just drawn.
So
It's like the South Park episode where they all
Yeah.
fucking turn into the anime.
my dad had
characters.
to come pick me up and take me to the doctor to go get this eraser out of my nose. And while I'm sitting on the table at the doctor's office, and he's like getting these tweezers out to dig on my nose, I sneeze, and during the inhale, I inhale it, goes down my nose, down the back of my throat, and I swallow it. And I'm like, am I okay? And the doctor tells me, he tells me I'm gonna die if I do that again. First of all, this doctor lies to
Now,
me,
wait,
so I
are you-
never do it again.
Are you telling Lily's Blue Chew story right now that Lloyd didn't want to hear? Did you
Yep.
also?
So, I did that at the doctor's office. We're on our way home, but my dad is flying through these lights because he's mad he had to leave work early to come take me to the doctor to get this fucking eraser out of my nose. My dad fucking hates me so much.
Your dad's
So,
such a fucking asshole.
He's flooring it. It's raining, and this light goes from green to red. There's one other truck in front of him, and it's already hitting the brake at green. And it comes to this halt. My dad smashes right into the back of the truck. It's me and my sister. We're not seat belted at all. So I hold my sister back. I fly up, take a header right to the windshield. I got a piece of glass stuck in my forehead. You can feel the crack right there. And I was right there.
I feel no crack.
That's the second crack of Luke's that Cody
there
has
is a
felt
crack.
today.
Okay.
And so I started leaking, and while my dad is getting out of the truck screaming at this guy who stopped, that he's going to beat the fuck out of him, he's going to beat the dog shit out of him, he could have killed his kids, he is also yelling at me to not pass out because he'll get arrested for child endangerment. he's like just mad at everybody except himself right now.
My dad put me in the fucking a similarly terrible situation where he
When
was
he killed
racing
himself?
somebody. Yeah, when he killed himself. I love you, Lily.
He used Cody as a backstop.
Because he didn't want the blood and the bullet to get to the nice headboard that he made.
But he's bad at trigonometry, so he missed.
No, he's a machinist. He knew what he was doing.
That was.
Anyways, he goes and puts me in this. We're in Oakley, which is close to Fairfax, where we used to live.
That's
and
where I live.
some dude was like revving their engine up. So you know the AutoZone that's over there by the shady BP, and it goes
Yep,
through that.
I live like 3 minutes from there.
All right, so dude's revving his
Yeah,
engine
you
up
just tell
right there
everyone
at
on the internet that.
Yeah, nobody's listening. It's fine.
That's fine.
We're at that thing. The dude's revving his engine up. My dad's in a Toyota Tacoma. Not a particularly impressive vehicle to be street racing. And he's also like, all right, I'm going to get this motherfucker. I'm in the front. It's like the first year
And
I
also,
can ride.
Oakley streets, not good for street racing.
Not even sort of.
that's where
And
my head
we have to turn left over there on I think it's Watterson or whatever. We have one light before we have to turn left. And my dad knows this and fucking also is determined to beat him to the light, Can't beat the dude. We take off. Fucking dude's crushing him, and he's going to do it. And I was like, we gotta turn left. And he's like, all right, we'll turn left. And then, like, as he's going fucking 60 miles an hour, goes to turn left. I don't know if you know a lot about vehicles turning left at 60 miles an hour on a dime. Doesn't work out so good. Fucking
not
vehicle
really.
fishtails up on the middle of the fucking, like, on the curb, takes out a stop sign, and then we just start going head first. I'm like, hit the brakes. Like, fucking, we're about to hit a fucking telephone pole, and then I do the dumbest thing I could possibly do while the airbags are on. I put my feet up on the top of the dash.
Oh,
like,
God.
thinking that I'm bracing myself, and he's like, you dumb motherfucker.
Cody, I have
and
a
then
question
he
for you.
stops an inch like a movie from the fucking telephone pole, and then my dad, like, slaps me in the face, like, don't ever fucking put your feet up. And I was like, dog, who's the one street racing with a 9-year-old right now? I didn't say it then, but I'm thinking it now. Like, it's my fault for, like, trying to brace did I not know the airbags were gonna be fucking crush me to death? Fucking father that just street raced and turned a fucking left at 60 miles an hour on suburban. Like, yeah, the telephone pole's still embedded in the bumper of your car. Let's go home as its sparks are flying off the back end of it, and he's gonna park on a back street and pull it out, and then fucking drive on off like nothing. Don't tell your mom and shit like that.
For a second, I thought you were just going to take an airbag to the dick.
Yeah, I thought. No, what'll happen is if the
It'll
airbag
launch your
deploys,
knees in
it'll
your
launch your knees in
fucking
your
face.
face and you'll die.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the impact of the vehicle plus the impact of the airbag, your fucking little 9-year-old fucking dome piece is done for,
You're
my
going to
friend.
be a pinball in that Toyota Tacoma.
Precisely. Did
Yes.
you, Lily? You've got more road rage Lloyd stories, I'm assuming. What kind of crazy shit has he done?
Almost. If you want to hear about road rage, we can talk about Bella.
Please, yes.
The worst road rage in the
She
world.
just smiled.
My dad is mainly just a like, why the fuck are you in the left lane? And just punches the ceiling. Like, that's kind of the extent of it, because my dad is actually the safest driver in the world.
He
Bella,
drives like a little old lady. It's nice. It's refreshing because
Yeah,
all my
he's a
friends
great
drive like
guy.
Okay, I
maniacs.
just want to say, when you said Lloyd punched the ceiling, I thought you meant from the outside, not the inside.
No,
I don't
he's
drive like a
doing
maniac.
this. But Bella,
I'm a
for
dumbass.
what?
He's my special little boy.
No.
You thought he was tied to the ceiling like a Christmas tree? What do you mean?
No, like, I thought you just like
What is
go
it?
to the outside of the car and just go like,
But
continue.
Bella somehow is
He gave you that and you didn't rip on him for it.
I don't care.
You
I don't
can't.
care.
You can't. That's, at
applaud
that
you.
point, it's kicking a puppy.
Yeah.
Pepe, come
But-
here.
Did you
Nothing.
read her shirt?
I will cut you.
All right, fair enough.
Don't you
going.
fucking dare. But Bella is somehow the second worst driver I've ever met in my life, on top of having the first worst road rage. So she will cut people off and then yell at them for being mad at her. Like,
Oh, you're
Get
amazing.
a
Bella's
gun.
laugh confirms this.
Get a gun.
it
Y'all are gonna need it.
Have I ever told you?
that
like,
that
I don't
almost makes
trust
me
that kid
more
with a
worried.
gun.
Talking to the mic if you're gonna talk. Get up.
I really don't ever want her to have a gun. Let's be clear with that.
But, she
But
said
it's not
she's
as in
getting
I'm
one.
going to shoot you because I'm mad at you. It's just because I live in Jacksonville, Florida.
All right. Yeah, that's
And
what
I'm
I'm
a
telling.
female.
That's also what I'm saying. Get a gun. But if you're the type,
Which means you're lucky
I
that
feel
Urban
like-
Meyer just got fired.
Yeah, I
I
feel like
don't-
every time I've heard a Florida Man article, it's been like from Jacksonville specifically.
Yeah.
I don't know how I
Yeah.
didn't think about this before with the road rage. Have I ever told you like one of the hardest times I've ever laughed in my fucking life?
I'm gonna.
I
pi-
love these
I'm gonna
stories.
piss with the door open to hear this story. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm driving to my doctor's office, and I'm going up North Bend, about to turn on Cheviot, and there's a guy who's about to turn from Cheviot onto North Bend, and the person in front of him takes too long to go, and the light changes to yellow, and the person hurries up, so the guy behind him starts screaming and losing his mind. He's in like an old boat, like a Delta 88 or something, whatever. One of those big-bodied old cars like that.
Yeah.
And he starts losing his mind. He starts punching the fucking steering wheel. And he's like, his windows are open and he's screaming. And I'm already laughing because it's hilarious to see someone lose their shit like that.
Yeah.
Then the fucking airbag deploys, like right as his hand's coming back, and it blasts his own hand into his fucking face and puts him out cold. And his car rolls into the intersection. And I laughed so fucking hard that when I got to the doctor's office, they were like, "Are you okay? Your blood pressure's through the fucking roof." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." They're like, "Okay, your blood pressure's normally like pretty steady." But they were like, "It's like dangerously high." And I had to explain to my doctor what happened. And then he spent 10 minutes laughing so that he was late getting to the next patient. And I was like, I didn't know that was even a thing that could happen.
like what happened after? Did he just roll across the street crap?
No, he just rolls like halfway into the intersection because like it's just like he's out. And so it's like he's not pushing the gas or anything, so his car just like rolls a little bit. And like the lady from the car behind him gets out and runs up and is screaming in his window and like trying to like wake him up instead of just, I don't know. But she's like patting him on like forehead through like upper lip with her hand open. And he kind of staggers awake. And then I'm still waiting to turn right. And I know by now I could have turned, but I couldn't stop laughing enough to like drive a car. So now he wakes up from being knocked out from him losing his shit in the first place just to see me laughing like a fucking jackass. Like I rolled my window down to make sure like everyone was probably realizing like I can't drive right now. I need a second. And then like I said, I get to the doctor's office and they're like, dude, are you okay? I was like, yeah, why? They're like, you're red and your blood pressure is through the fucking roof. But I didn't even know it could happen. I'm like, I was talking to one of my buddies who works at a shop, and he was like, it's got to be this car, or this car, because they had a sensor thing inside the chat. And I'm like, dude, you're missing the whole point. Did you hear what the fuck I just said? Like he just broke it down from like a mechanic side. And I'm like, how are you not pissing yourself laughing at the story? And he's like, oh, I mean, that sounds real dangerous. And I'm like, I don't think we need to be friends anymore.
Man. Oh, dude.
Even a decent mechanic would find that story absolutely hilarious.
Dude, it's one of the hardest I've ever laughed in my life.
Oh, that was
Like-
a good one.
Like comedian Al Jackson said, it's one of those laughs you only get like twice in your whole life.
Yeah. It was like it was not warm out, and I'm sweating and bright red when I walk into the doctor's office. Just from the like, I mean, I'm not. It had to be a good 10 minutes.
I mean, I was just like almost drooling.
Yeah.
I had tears coming out of my face.
It's one of the funniest fucking things that's ever happened to me in my life. And I would, like, most people are like, oh, if I had a time machine, I'd go back and kill Hitler. Nope.
I'd watch
I'd go,
that all over.
like, I wouldn't
again.
go back to see her born. I would go back
He
to
was-
that moment.
At the time, was not very happy about that. Anyways,
Well, fucking be a boy, and he probably would have been.
I just got finagled into this.
Oh shit! Let's talk about Luke doing comedy because Alex asked. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
I
Alex.
asked about that.
You
I was
did.
there for it. I think I was there for it. It was awesome, Luke.
Thank you.
For a first timer, way to go. Keep it up.
Thanks, handsome.
Aww.
You.
I'm gonna get there.
Where was this first time, Luke?
It was Chameleon. I got hiccups. I got hardcore hiccups.
Nice.
I can't get rid of them. It was at Chameleon. The quaint. God, you are such a fucking mole person.
I know you
No,
got that.
get that
on
away
record.
from my mic, you fucking fat fuck. Go to your mic, dude.
Oh, I
my
thought you
God.
owned up to eating shit
Cody,
into the
ew.
microphone, Cody Hucker.
Good, you're
Oh,
so
now
fucking
you do it now that I
gross.
say something.
The way it was just like hanging out of his mouth.
Hey, ladies, that's how he eats pussy, too.
Yeah, that's how he eats pussy. He takes his face away from the microphone and then does it.
And just sitting there just with, like, pieces hanging from his mouth.
No tongue, just all lip.
Are we talking about Luke right now?
Well, we were, and then you decided to go all fucking run on a coney.
That was so gross to even
Oh, it was
imagine.
delicious. Go ahead, Luke.
Cody,
Like them French fried
Cody eating
potatoes.
pussy or
Yeah, especially like that. Just like you're eating soup, but it's not soup. It's solid food.
Dog, I got a little dick. I'm good at eating pussy. What do you mean?
What little
Part
dick you
of the
do
skill
have has
set you have to
warts on it.
establish as a little dick motherfucker. You got to be good. You got to find the good guys can't find the clit. Yeah, big dick guys can't because they don't need to. I need to find the clit.
I know
all right?
exactly where the clue
I
is.
nailed
We
it.
can bring a on the podcast if you want.
Yeah, pull her pussy out. I'll yeah.
Pull her pussy out.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Like,
I'll
show us
show
where
you
it's at.
exactly where the clit's at. I'll bring a out. We'll spread those lips apart. I'll
Hold on.
show you. I'll lift the hood.
The clit's in the belly button, right?
oh god.
Let him sit in it.
I always love saying that just to be like, ugh. Lloyd appreciates it because he's known me for a while. and he knows my sense of humor. But you guys are just like, ugh.
My body is like tensing up at keeping me from not saying shit to him.
Please
I'm literally
do.
like,
You are here to talk shit to him. Come on,
Please.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
But
this
it's
was like
just
I told
like-
her this is like a Christmas present. I got her 2 toys to play with today,
And one of them is autistic.
and the other one's
His penis.
Coney boy over there.
the other one's jacket matches his dick.
That's fucking gold.
I love
dude.
that. Oh, fuck,
Oh,
dude.
That's fucking gold.
Just studded, black, tearing apart.
I like-
Smells a little weird.
There's
I
no
got a
way
black
Cody
dick?
has a
Hell
black
yeah,
dick.
dude.
Oh,
It's
It's
the
no,
rotting
it's black
flesh
from,
from
like,
Okay,
him burning off
fair.
the warts.
Well, Alex, hold on.
No, it's black from necrosis. Like the flesh is
it's only
dead.
from
Yeah,
it's only
that's what I
from
was
not
saying.
washing and skin death. Like
Yeah.
I'm dropping acid on my warts with my shaky ass hands.
Yeah, man. I
Cody's
can't believe
dick
he
is
did-
like Adam Sandler's foot in that one movie. Like the
Oh, Mr.
Mr.
Deeds.
Deeds.
yeah.
Yeah, I have frostbite on my dick. You nailed it.
You actually put fucking acid on your dick.
Did I not say this on the podcast?
No, it was before we started that you started.
Oh,
talking
so
about
I
putting
nicked
acid
one of
on
my
your
warts in
fucking
the shower because I was getting ready to have them viewed by a doctor and shit like that. So I nicked one of them. The next day it scabbed up and it fell off, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I could pop these little fuckers." And not as much success, but I tried popping a couple, and they do this weird thing. You want to see it? Hold on.
No.
All right. Okay. Well, I could have showed you, but it
Let's
has
talk
these-
about Luke's first 5 minutes.
No,
of
shut up.
Chameleon.
These little eyes pop out of blood, and then fucking I was like, but the skin has to die also, so you get the compound W that you use for hand warts, and I put that on there, and it kind of killed the big ones, and I was like, all right, I don't want to put this on the little ones that are like around the base of the dick, but I'll put this on the ones that I've popped already and shit like that. I don't know that this is a medical way to treat it. It's gonna get better on its own, I hear, but I'm gonna fucking look at
The way
Alex.
he describes his dick is
I'm-
like a Christmas tree with like little ornaments on it. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was decorated
And
by
it's
Peter
green.
Dinklage because they're all at the bottom.
This one's
Yeah.
an ornament from 2013. Just signified your year a little bit.
It was decorated by a little person.
All right, so Luke, your first
Dad?
5 minutes of
Or
Chameleon.
as I still,
up.
or as
Are you
I
gonna wear
still
it?
call them faggots.
Do you want to end up in a nursing home?
I won't. I'm not gonna live that long.
I'll make sure you do.
Okay.
Lloyd's gonna be the youngest person in a nursing home.
I'd go now.
I mean,
Pudding all day. Fuck
Yeah.
I'm in.
that'd be pretty solid.
Fucking
Have your own-
Percocets and pudding. Sign me up.
That
If
rules.
Lloyd ever records a comedy album, that's gonna be the title: Percocets and pudding.
Yes, please.
Lily, how worried are you that
That's
your
a
dad's gonna
killer
die any
album
minute?
Title.
Can we like not talk about that on the podcast? Like I cry about it like at least once a week.
Oh no. Okay.
There's-
Well,
I mean, I've been trying to talk about Luke's first 5 minutes for the past 5 minutes here. We keep going back to warts and Percocets.
yeah, we keep going back to interesting
You know,
shit that we haven't
honestly,
talked
like-
about before. But yeah,
Fair
let's
enough.
go ahead and talk about the thing
I
that
like
we've
how-
already
I
talked
like
about
how
a million times.
He intros it as a subject, and then as soon as he brings it back, he shits all over. He's like,
Listen,
let's talk. You asked about his 5 minutes before.
Cody wants,
If Cody can't
wants all
talk
the
about
praise I
Cody,
get.
if Cody can't talk about Cody every 3 minutes, he gets
Everything's
aggressive. Okay, he
minute
gets
and a half.
aggressive.
Minute and a half.
Okay.
Turn on any of the last 15 or 150 episodes of The Bastard Servant. Skip around Cody.
If 10 minutes went by,
It's me talking. Just
Yes.
every time that I skip
Literally.
through the podcast, it's
It's
just
Cody.
me running my dick sucker.
if 10 minutes went by where Cody didn't bring up his baby mama dick warts or his dead dad, I'd probably shit myself.
I don't bring up baby mama on the podcast that much. I will.
I
but-
meant in general. Like every other sentence you say is either my dad's dead, I hate my baby mama, I pop my dick warts. Like that's your 3 topics.
Yes, I know. I do this podcast every week, Lily. I'm here for it. I'm aware. Is there a point you're making about it, though?
I was saying like because they were talking about how you only talk about yourself. I was like, if 10 minutes went by where you didn't bring up one of those things and you said something
You'd shit
meaningful,
yourself,
I
yeah.
would
I got
maybe
it.
shit myself.
I got
Feel
it.
it.
Yeah, I'm not. That isn't gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Meanwhile,
I'm not
Pepe's up
Alex.
here
I
like,
don't.
please help me.
I don't get yelled at and then I stop. I'm gonna keep going.
Keep going about your dick warts. Does it ever get old to talk about that?
Alex, we've been trying to bring up Luke's first 5 minutes for literally this whole time. And you keep bringing it back to dick warts,
I
dude.
hate
Shut the
you.
fuck up, Luke.
I
Can you just
hate
please
you,
talk about your
Cody.
dick?
You know what? Honestly, well played.
What's your last name?
It was. We're trying to talk about Luke's comedy.
Hucker?
You're
Cody
talking about
Hucker, I
your
fucking hate
warts,
you.
and then you're like, Luke, can you please talk about your dick? Like, that's what you said.
Thank you for seeing it.
Okay, here's a
glad.
genuine question. What would, Cody, if you did stand up besides those subjects, what would you talk about in your first 5 minutes?
I would bomb miserably.
That doesn't
That's why I don't
answer
do
the
it.
He would be
question.
like, so I was watching Doug Stanhope talk about this, and then he would riff about a bit. Doug
Hold on, can I
Stanhope
do a
did.
Lloyd? Oh, should I answer? Or should I just let Luke answer for me? Because I don't even need to talk. Because Luke's gonna do it for me. Should I? All right, sorry. That was.
Oh my
that was
ha 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 ha.
That was my
ha.
Lloyd impression.
It was fantastic.
It was terrible.
All right, so Luke, go on.
What
Go
am I?
ahead,
What
yes.
am I going on
What would I
about?
do? What would be my first 5 minutes?
Your first 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh yeah. What would your first 5 minutes be about if you did stand up?
Yeah, Luke, tell me about what my first 5
And then
minutes
you
would
said
be like.
you'd vom, and then I said that didn't answer the
Yeah, you
question.
gave a shit answer, so he was trying
I
to make
wouldn't
it
do
funny.
5 minutes of comedy. That's why I haven't done it.
Okay, still doesn't answer the question. What subjects would you
It
talk
does
about?
answer the question because I wouldn't. I wouldn't talk about anything because I wouldn't do it.
Doesn't answer the question.
Oh my god, yes it does. I wouldn't do it. I don't do it because I fucking if I were to do stand up comedy, I would have to like give it my everything to do stand up. I'd have to make that my career path. I wouldn't do it as a goof. Comedy to me isn't something that's like it's like sacrosanct to me, as dumb as that sounds, dick and fucking fart jokes, but it would have to be something that I put my whole everything into. So I'm not going to get up there and do 5 shitty minutes of comedy unless I'm going to fucking
Cody.
make that the rest of forever.
Cody.
Yes?
Shut
My
the
dad's
fuck-
dead.
I should have gone with. I thought about
I
that
thought
one.
you were going to do it, yeah.
I was just gonna tell you to shut up.
All right, you get him next time.
Lloyd
Can we?
wouldn't
Can we?
Stick to what you know. My dad is dead. I got warts on my dick and baby mama something.
Whatever. Just get to the subject. We're
don't
talking
know.
about.
What do you
Luke
think I
did his
talk
first-
about? My dick being little, fucking warts on my cock, and children.
That'd make you like 50% of open micers, to be honest.
You should add more subtext to the children part.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't sound fucking children.
That's
That's not.
the point.
Yeah.
What did you say?
So what was your first 5 minutes about, Luke? I mean, I remember watching your set. I remember you did well. That being said, I watch a lot of comedians' sets, so I don't exactly remember all the subject matter. So, Luke, remind me what the subject matter was.
Batman
Helping my
and old
grandma
ladies.
die
Okay.
and a homeless genie.
In a home, two very different subjects.
Yeah, man.
So, going into like your first 5 minutes, like, what were your expectations for doing stand-up? Like, what were your expectations going in?
Eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
Like I had spent since we got the offer. So we got offered to do the Queen Volcano, and then it was a couple days later. Jeremy messaged the group chat to see if I wanted to do a spot on there as well. And before I could say yes, Cody also volunteered me to do it, thankfully. But I was writing from that invite day on, but all I had was like momentum.
Okay.
I had the story, but I didn't have any ha-has.
You just hadn't punched it up yet.
Yes, and that was what I was having trouble with. So I spent like that evening, that day, from like I don't know 12:45 to 1 over here with Lloyd, going over it, and he was helping
And Cody,
and Cody, and he was putting ideas in my brain.
Nice. And
I like
but-
that the joke that I fucking gave you actually worked. I was
Yeah,
like-
the tobacco.
and I didn't know
rap
you were
shit
gonna.
one.
I didn't know you were gonna do the janitor line, but that's the one that like nailed it. Like when you paused on it perfectly. You didn't rush through anything. That's what I thought was so impressive about his first 5 minutes. He waited for the jokes to sit for a second, which everybody gets so nervous. And I've seen a bunch of people do comedy, open mic, and first timers. You didn't fucking fall into the like I'm gonna just as quickly as I can, and none of the jokes land because you don't give it time to. You gave all the jokes a second, like you gave it a pause because that lets people fucking process it and laugh, and then you followed up with fucking
with
you
tags.
tag it real good, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, my dad has said multiple times that like timing is basically the most important part of comedy.
Yep.
Like having good timing. So
He's got good timing. He fucking nailed it.
After the writing portion was done, and I was just waiting for me to get up there, get to the punchline, and then have everyone sit there looking at me.
When are you gonna start doing
That's
this
what
every
I
week?
was waiting for.
I mean, the kicker for me was when he was like the shaky face bitch. That was the funniest
thank
thing
you.
ever. That's when I was like, oh my god.
He nailed every line too. Everything that Lloyd said was gonna be funny was funny. Like And you put it together well. Like everything that you were doing, like
What was the
felt off the cuff and felt like you had just made like, which is the comedy that I like the most is the one that's like, obviously you've rehearsed it 1,000 times, but it feels like this is the first time you just told somebody.
The main punch on the grandma part, like the wrap up, the very end was him, and it was just the time he told it like 2 times, and then like the 3rd time he told it, he added that, and I was legit over here laughing, like holy shit, that's fucking good, like the final punch of it. And then like the car ride, there was like we were going back and forth, and then all of a sudden it just seemed like something clicked, and Luke's like do like this, it was like he got the fucking star in Super Mario Brothers, and he's just like do like wrote everything fucking down, and the whole thing fit. And
you were so nervous about it the whole time, and I fucking knew you were gonna crush it.
It's been since then. I got like this little pocket journal that I keep on me, with a pen, and it's like I'll have conversations at work or with friends on like subject matter similar to that, and I'll just like riff on it and get incredibly weak and think like, oh, this would be.
When are you gonna do more?
Hold on, let me stop real quick, Alex. Friends are people that hang around you on purpose.
Okay, can I like write this down so I can like have this for like my future reference?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Take notes.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm your friend, dude.
Luke, when are you doing this again?
He's lying.
I've been asking this over and over again. When are you going to get up there?
I should start doing the open mics
every week
on Thursday.
At least once a week,
Yeah.
and that's the bare minimum. You should do it once a week, bare minimum.
Thursdays, I'll go with you. I'm off on Friday.
Actually, you know what? I will say, if you want to get at least semi-decent at it, bare minimum is twice.
Yeah.
I really want to go one day. I don't know if I have to be like 21, but I just want to see all of you be like
Depends on the venue.
up there.
You mean you want to perform, or you want to see Luke?
Oh, I'm not performing. No.
Okay.
God, no.
If it's Go Bananas, you
should.
have to be 18. Chameleon, I think 21. Hub 21. But most places, it's I think it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah.
Plus, mostly Lloyd knows everybody that works at these places. We could finagle something. Try it out
I
sometime.
look 21, I think, when I'm not wearing pigtails and shit, but
Well, just
I really want to watch.
Dad's Lloyd Johnson. You know,
Next
Lloyd.
time we do a live one, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like a live podcast.
Yeah.
If you want to come to Go Bananas on
What a
January
message
5th and
for
yell
I don't.
If you want,
She won't
and
be here.
yell at me.
She'll be in Florida.
Alex.
Oh, you'll be in Florida.
For one, I'll be in Florida. For
Okay.
two, I don't think I could deal with like depressing myself that much.
Okay, that's fair.
Like-
I will give you that.
It's
Yeah.
fun to pick on you in person, but do it in public would just be.
Yeah, like everybody would just think I'm like some terrible person, like for just kicking this little puppy on the floor. Like,
Fair enough.
ugh.
Yeah.
Let's get back to it though. When are you doing it? We're gonna fucking force you on the
It's
mic.
at Thursdays.
This Thursday.
This Thursday.
This Thursday, you're doing it.
I say, well, like I said, like if you
Sign up right
Is it-
now while
is
we're on the
Christmas-
podcast.
Is Christmas 30?
Lock
a
it in.
Thursday?
Christmas
no,
is a
it's
Saturday.
on Saturday.
Oh,
So you have
I don't
what?
know my days.
Is there any open mics? Is there anything going
There's
on this
tons
week?
of open mics.
Chameleon Thursday. If you want to do proof,
You better
that is
do-
at 9 o'clock.
You
Or
want to
there's
do
Mixed
Chameleon
Wells as well.
Thursday? Dude, do fucking Chameleon this
Mixwell's
Thursday.
on Thursday as well.
I tried to talk you into it last week, and you were like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
I think
Never
you
heard
could.
shit.
I think technically you could do Mixwell's and then still make it over to Chameleon. You could
That's
do
literally
two.
how it's designed. You do mixed balls and walk right down the street to Chameleon.
I just got to do it how I did it before. I got to sign you up against your will, and you got to just do it and hate me the whole time, and you'll crush.
She's like, I just got to do it like I do most things, against their will.
Good Lord.
Ah, that's a
Pronounce
joke.
Lloyd.
I hate you.
Good.
There's literally the girl who has my dad as the screensaver of her fucking phone. I send him a video of it, and I'm like, "Who
You're
is
comfortable with this?
that? Am I comfortable with this?
With a girl that you know that has a screensaver of your own dad,
Any-
calling him daddy?
Any little goth girl I know, I just assume they're gonna be interested in him. So I really cannot be mad. Also,
Wait, what's the joke? What did I miss?
He's one of them.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like rooting for this thing to happen because I feel like she'd be the best stepmom in the world, way better than my last one.
She's what, 20?
She's like 25.
You're 19. You don't need a stepmom. What are you talking about right now? You don't.
I will do anything.
Hey, as
that
someone who's had parents, pipe down.
I had parents.
So my dad's ex-girlfriends,
Had.
not all of them, but some of them, have like this thing they do where they like to buy me, you know? Like they like to buy me
Just
a lot
spend
of
a shit ton of
things.
money on you.
Yeah, like there was literally this one ex-girlfriend my dad had who took me to the mall one day, like reached the limit on her credit card, and this lady's rich, so that's a lot of money on her credit card. Pulls out another one. And it's just all I'm every single mall I find one, every single store in this mall I'm able to go to Hallmark and find something I want just because I know she'll buy it if I ask for
Dog,
it.
now I want a stepmom. That sounds fucking rad. You're right. I
You're
take it
not-
all back. Yeah.
Unless
Could
your
I get
mom
a
goes
stepmom?
lesbian, you're not getting one of those.
Fuck, dude. What if I
But-
dig my dad up, Weekend at Bernie style?
Ooh.
I think they'll notice the hole in his head.
It's his chest. He shot himself through the chest, Alex. You gotta get
Oh.
the facts right.
Yeah,
So
you
I think they'll notice the hole in his chest.
No, you can cover that with a
Anyways.
shirt,
Yeah,
bro.
shirt, Alex. All right.
So I really want my best friend, well, my other best friend.
Burnt you, Bella.
I want him to end up with her because for one, I think they'd be a good match. Like they really do have personalities that would go
How
together.
old is your best friend that you're trying to hook
She's
up
like
with your dad?
25.
Your dad is 39 years old. This is 14 years of difference. It's an entire teenage child worth of difference.
Okay.
25 is
My-
almost too young for me, and I'm 29.
My hero in life is Anna Nicole Smith. That's my hero.
Yeah, she. If you don't know, she
Well,
she married an 89-year-old
No, we do.
billionaire. Like through the last 14 months of his life.
Yeah.
And then she spent like the rest of her life like fighting over his estate, basically.
And
Yeah,
now
it-
her son has it.
Didn't she die like
Actually,
hella early?
If I'm not
too?
mistaken,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, I don't think anyone got it.
No,
No,
her
her
son.
son has it.
Her son
Oh, her
has
son
it.
got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
Like, fuck his actual kids. I got this shit.
Yeah.
You
And
know
now
how
he's set for
mad
life because his mom
offspring
sucked
has to be.
geriatric dick.
Hey, you know what? You work hard for your kids.
You suck hard for your kids.
Period.
I
Speaking
don't,
of
but-
speaking of sucking geriatric dick, Alex, can you tell us about your beginnings to comedy?
Beginnings to comedy. Well, I was in high school.
It never happened. The beginning never happened. He just no.
It just started.
So he goes on stage. He hasn't yet done comedy.
No.
Schubert has been eternal.
For somebody-
since the dawn of time on Earth, he's just been wandering around
See,
the
that's
woods,
what he's going for
just
now
like
is
with a
that-
microphone.
For somebody who classifies as a comedian, I have not seen one bit of comedy out of this man.
Okay. You've been on like 4 fuck you episodes, but all right, I'll take that personally. So,
She told me I wasn't funny too. So
fair. Well, you're also not a comedian.
yeah, but I'm funny.
He's more of a comedian than you.
I will say Lloyd has probably watched comedy way longer than I have by a very significant margin.
That's true.
You're
So-
selling yourself on being funny by telling you how your non-comedic friend is funnier than you because he's watched a lot of comedy.
No. Part of being a comedian
was
is going
defending
with a
me.
bit.
Oh, okay.
It's okay to roll with a bit. Also, tradition of any podcast in Lloyd's apartment, there's got to be sirens at least once.
Yep. Every time.
Woo woo!
Yes. If you can't
Bing
hear,
bong.
if you can't hear him in the background.
Bing bong.
No, I
Fuck your
started.
life. What do you have to say to Joe Biden right now? What's up, baby?
I want my
Take me out to
student
dinner.
debt canceled. I was going with it.
It's a TikTok.
This is how your comedy career started, Alex?
What
You were in
yes,
high
it was
school.
with TikTok. No, I was in high school, and when I would come home from school every day because I didn't have any friends, I would instead watch like late night monologues. I'd watch like Conan and like Craig Ferguson and Letterman and Leno and all those guys. And what I would do is I would just sit down and like write monologue jokes every day when I got home from school and just have them somewhere. And most of them like were absolutely terrible.
Give me a monologue joke right now.
Give me time to think of one.
Comedy on demand.
Oh boy.
Dance, monkey.
Can you think of one that you did that stood out to you? Something you were really impressed by?
You're the worst.
Very much so, and not at the moment.
All right.
Okay. So I did those like all throughout high school, and like when I got to college, I'm just like, I'm an adult. I can just go fucking do this. I think I was in my dorm room one day and I Googled stand-up comedy. I went to Go Bananas and did their open mic like once a month. And then they're just like, come to bar shows. And I'm like, yeah. So I started going to bar shows, and me and friend of the podcast, Billy DeVore, has he been on this?
Not yet.
Not yet.
He should be. Then me and a couple of our
His headshots were great.
Oh, the ones at Camp Washington?
Yeah, they were funny.
Oh, they fucking ruled.
Yeah.
So I...
What are you guys talking about? You can't just say that as
Yeah,
if
they
everybody
can't.
knows what you're
Shut
talking
up, move
about.
on.
No, what are the headshots?
Cody, your dad's
He
dead.
got
Shut up.
photos done. He got headshots done at
You're
Camp
saying this
Washington.
man just looks so pretty that you had to shout it out in the middle of the podcast?
It was funny because he ate at Skyline for headshots. He ate a 3-way.
Don't
in the
say
middle
it to
of
me like I'm not doing something for everybody listening that
No,
doesn't know what the fuck
face,
you're
you
talking about.
interrupted headshots, and then you criticized me telling you what it was.
Again, you've told a story. All right, I interrupted for the audience that has no idea why you guys are knuckle bumping over how good this guy looked in his fucking kissy face headshots, and your explanation was like because he was eating Skyline and it was funny. Be like, I don't get it. Nobody else is gonna fucking get it. That's the whole point of me interrupting is the people listening.
I don't think everybody needed to get that part.
All
It
right.
could have just kept on rolling with the fucking story.
All right, fine. Let's keep
I
rolling
know.
with it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But no, Billy and a couple of our buddies, Zach and Mike and I, like they'd pick me up from our from my dorm room when I went to college, and we just go to like shitty bar open mics. And one day I went to Mayday in Northside, which is now Northside Yacht Club, and I did 5 minutes that I consider like this is when I started like actually like taking it seriously, and I really wanted to pursue it. And just
I love the passionate little sound in your voice. Like it's just so like it's just adorable.
it's very simpy
You're
in
like,
a way.
This is when I started. This is when I started doing it. Like
And
you
this
just,
is when I made my dreams.
you look
come
like you have like
true.
little like Sailor Moon sparkles in your eyes when you said that. Like you just looked up like, and that's when I started comedy.
And this comedy loves me. Comedy loves me not.
Yeah, like you very much should be wearing like frilly little socks and a little pink dress and like. That's when I started comedy.
That was actually my third time.
More
doing stand-up,
importantly,
is I
when
brought
did
that
you
up.
start DJing?
Yeah, when did you start being a DJ girl, Alex?
I
Real
started
passion.
DJing in 2015. I became a DJ girl in 2016.
Can you get ice?
Yeah, ice.
Ice.
You became
ice.
a DJ and then you became a DJ what?
A DJ girl.
What does that mean?
He's a DJ girl.
Lily got him a
Luke,
shirt.
Luke, don't interrupt the story. Come on, we all understand what a DJ girl is.
Cody. We only tell
Why
you to
would we
stop
interrupt?
interrupting
Cody, your
because
dad
you
has
are,
a hole in his chest.
You're exhausting, Cody.
Yeah, and I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'll
You
double down
interrupt-
on being exhausting.
you interrupt-
say it as if it's gonna at all
Cody!
to make me not
Shut
be any more
up!
exhausting. I'll exhaust the shit out of the last 5 minutes
Cody,
of this podcast.
it's
I don't
because
care at
you
all that I'm
interrupt every
exhausting.
45 seconds.
And-
Luke can interrupt
and-
once. Dad can interrupt once. Alex can interrupt once.
And I'll interrupt
but
as much
for
as I
you,
want.
it's every 45 fucking seconds. So we want
Yeah,
you to
and they should
fucking
interrupt more
stop.
because they're also the hosts and they can do whatever they want on their own fucking podcast. I don't care. Oh well, I interrupt a lot. That's part
I think
of the
we
podcast.
lost like 5
Yes,
Patreon
but
subscribers in this interaction
You
alone.
don't interrupt to just be like, oh, what'd you say? You're interrupting like, hi, I'm Cody. This is everything that's ever happened in my life ever. I'm so interesting. Here's me, Cody.
Yes, that's part of listening to the podcast. You've nailed it, and you're also nailing why I'm not going to back down off the point of doing it. Yeah, that is what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep doing it, and that's going to be every episode. If people don't like it, they shouldn't listen to it. Continue, Alex.
Honestly, I completely
Isn't he
forgot what we
the
were talking
best
about.
host, listeners?
Yeah, so next week we'll just have Pat
Holy
Sada back.
fuck.
We'll have Pat Sada back instead of Cody.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I'm sure you'll get a fucking podcast every week with Pat. And it really worked out the last time I quit. Go ahead, Alex.
What was I talking about? Because like you guys,
Cody.
Cody. So, oh, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about being a DJ girl.
That's all we're allowed to talk about. It's just Cody.
No, I actually Lily got me that shirt during the pandemic.
Yeah, I got him this beautiful little shirt with a little girl on it, and she's doing her little DJ thing with little headphones and pigtails, and it's so cute. And it says DJ girl, and I made him wear it to his like DJing gig. And then I think it was Halloween.
It was Halloween.
Halloween. He dressed up as the DJ girl from the shirt.
Yeah,
Really?
sick.
Yes.
Yes.
You got pictures, please. Pull
I
the
absolutely
pictures.
have pictures.
Oh my god, he was so excited about getting the pictures out that he almost
Just
knocked
fucking
off.
knock the mic over. Well,
Yeah,
he's not used to sitting in this spot. He's usually where you're at. So
Yeah, you're using the captain's chair. You want to cut over here for the pictures? Come on.
All right, it is. It's on my Instagram.
which is
Helpful.
Big Shoes
shoes.
on Instagram. There you go.
That big shoes. Oh, that's sick.
Is that the same shirt that
Yeah.
she made you?
Yep,
That she's
that's
wearing?
the same shirt.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fucking. That rules.
one of the first times she really like cut him down.
Let's go. Let's finish out with the Lilly cutting Alex down to end the show.
I can't remember exactly.
It starts with the DJing. There's a middle school teacher
He
thing.
said something about being a substitute teacher at school, and then he's like, no. Also, like, I'm also a DJ, and she goes, that's not better. It's just like a stone. Like, that's not better.
How old were you when you met Alex?
Probably.
I think it was 17.
16.
It was 2 years ago.
16, 17.
Because it was one of the last episodes of Fuck You for 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you did the ad reads.
Yeah, so I was still in high school.
And you're beating down Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah, like OG.
I've been the same my whole life. I've never been anything.
You beat down Kyle Jeffers one day with a great nose ring
did.
joke.
She just beat down me on my own fucking podcast. What do you, I stood my ground, but I got the black eye now. Fucking, I lost that fight. I know that. She kills it with this fucking beating people down shit. You get on a stage and roast people or do something like that. Fucking, it'll work out for you.
Yeah, so I became a DJ girl. I started like running karaoke at a shitty freshman bar around UC and it started like 2015. Did that for a little bit, and then I'm glad I'm gone from that because I don't want to be there anymore.
Because Lilly would just be in the audience heckling you the entire time.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm old
You
enough to
got
get
him
in
late
now.
3 whole
Yeah.
times.
Honestly, like
I think he quit right before I was allowed to be able to get into those places.
He was
knowing
sweating,
that-
looking at the calendar, knowing the date was coming up. Just
Yes.
like,
no, like knowing that.
Just
2 weeks notice
sweating,
anymore.
waiting for December 9th to come by.
No, honestly, knowing that place, you would be able to get in at 16.
I love to think that Alex is just panic calling Lloyd in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. Like, what day did you say? It's fucking December 1st. What day did you say Lily's gonna be up? Why? No, it's not important. It's not important. But what day? What day?
I feel like he's gotten that phone call at least once.
That was from Cody yesterday.
Did I call you yesterday?
Oh, everybody's just so excited to see me.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking cool when you come up. Your dad
I'm
smiles
like-
for the first time ever. And shit like that.
I'm like influenza. I come around once or twice a year,
Influenza.
fuck everything up, but leave you happy when I leave.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, okay.
It's like me on this podcast, except at the
influenza.
end I kill everyone and everything.
Please.
But how come the last episode of the Bachelor Sermon never came out? Did you see one come out Sunday? What, you didn't hear?
Yeah, Cody's so dumb he kills everybody. Like, this is gonna get great ratings. No one's left to put it up.
Well, guys, I was right. 89 views on the YouTube video this time. 89.
Who would put the YouTube video up?
What? Well, if I killed everybody except for me.
Oh,
Yeah. Or Patrick Sada, who you guys will be replacing me with. It'll definitely get the podcast out. I'm sure that'll happen. All right.
Wait, we're replacing Cody? There's a replacement Cody spot?
Hopefully.
I made a
right?
dumb joke about bringing on the guy I replaced to replace Cody, and
I was trying to tag it back.
I know it just sounded like
I
you
was
took it
about to
personal.
say,
So it
if-
was weird.
If there's a
No.
replacement for Cody,
Yeah.
I'll buy
Really?
a studded
Yeah.
jacket.
Guys,
I will be the new Cody.
Oh, shit.
You have to wear a flat bill and a studded jacket every time, but I think we can make this work.
No, there's nothing I love talking about more than me.
I know.
So I really could do it.
Yeah.
I can talk about myself for hours just like he can.
hold on. You just chastised me for exactly what you
Oh
love
my
about
God.
yourself.
Because
Oh my God, but I'm a girl, so people listen.
People
Even though
want
I
to listen to Lily.
Oh my
For
God,
one-
I'm a girl that's 18, so of course people listen
19,
to me.
bitch. 19.
19.
You really
Bitch.
nailed me there.
Anyways.
Go ahead.
I mean, you just got schooled by a 19-year-old girl, so that's a you problem,
Alex,
Cody.
this is the first time in weeks that this hasn't happened to you, so shut your fucking autistic mouth and let Lily talk.
I'm gonna-
Bet your
Let
sweet ass.
Really talk.
Bet your sweet
Okay.
ass if I ever raised my voice that loud, he'd be like, "Whoa, Luke, what are you doing? Why are you fucking?"
It's every time he laughs into the microphone.
Okay, Alex.
Fuck you, Luke.
Not Alex. Fuck, I'm so used to roasting on Alex. Cody.
This is what I'm talking about, Alex.
R word
Thing
number 2.
Thing is,
Say retard, you coward.
I don't say it.
I do love talking about myself. You know why? I'm the best human that's ever walked this earth, and that's on period. But
No, I feel it. Me too.
I
Only
know.
when
It's
she's having
my
a period,
world.
though.
Everybody else is living in this motherfucker.
I know the time and place. I don't come on the podcast and say, "Hey, do you guys want to hear about how I bought Louis Vuitton sneakers yesterday?" And blah 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 blah.
Right, because
Like
you're
you
playing
do.
the host. You're playing a guest. If you were the host, that's for sure what you do every
I am
time.
not a guest.
Because you would. No, you're a guest on the podcast.
My dad is part of running this shit. I can do whatever I want.
Right, but that doesn't make you not a guest. Doesn't make you a host of the podcast automatically. What
Yes,
I'm saying,
it does.
It's
get 200
hereditary, bro.
hold on, get 200 episodes deep of talking about yourself and see what else you have left to fucking drain out of your fucking lady balls. I bet it's the same horse shit that I'm talking about 200 episodes later.
This
if
feels
you're
like the-
narcissistic,
My dad
angle-
didn't kill himself.
Yeah.
Yet he's getting there. Give him a
My
second.
dad didn't
If
kill
you two,
himself.
if everyone
I
keeps
don't have
arguing
any
like
warts.
this, I might.
I'm just saying the difference between me and you is I'm a lot less insecure than you, so I can pick out the time and place
That's
to
the
talk about
only difference.
myself.
I feel like there's so many more differences.
But yeah, I
Like,
don't
not
have
as many as you
warts.
think.
There's gonna be tons of Discord fucking shit going on about this whole conversation.
Yeah,
in
Cody's
this
gonna go
episode.
from like, oh, we ought to promote the Discord to like, there's gonna be so many people making comments. No,
man,
Discord's
like-
fucking stupid.
Oh, we finally done something that'll get people to fucking pay attention to us. Thank fucking God. If I gotta be the
Y'all
heel,
should have me
I'll
on
be
here
the
more
heel,
often.
motherfucker.
I think they're paying
You have
attention
to be
because they're
here.
concerned, Cody.
Oh, I mean, I can work here now, so I can be here.
Yeah, but it's the equivalent of being like you're gonna step down from where you're at,
Do you
making
wanna see
thousands of
me
dollars,
every
to being
week,
an
Cody?
Arby's drive-through cook. That's like fucking. You gotta roast the guy with the dick warts and the spiky jacket. Like, come on, that's such a step down from what you're capable of. You will sink to this level.
You
to
wear
be
the
a host
spiky
of this?
jacket as a choice.
There's
Cody.
places she can bar back and serve drinks at 19 in Ohio.
What?
She can do the same stuff. There's places here that you can do it at 19, not 18.
I'm making the point that she's crushing it in life right now. Why would she ever step down to doing a host of the podcast?
I'm saying
saying-
she could do the same thing and be a host of the podcast.
I love how you went from mad
can-
at her to she's crushing it at life in 2 minutes.
I've never been mad at her. You're mistaking
How
me.
could you be? I'm this fucking cute. You can't be mad at me.
Yeah,
That's
you can't
not
be
the
mad.
reason.
Everyone
Don't sell
just got
yourself
mad
like
at
that.
you.
Huh?
Yeah, now I'm mad at
Everyone
you.
just
You've
got
just
mad at you.
misinterpreted all my reasons for liking you entirely. That has nothing to do with it. Fuck that. Yeah,
Fuck
you're
that.
crushing on a podcast and you're a decade younger than fucking the youngest person that isn't normally on here and shit like that. All right, let's. We're at an hour. We'll
We
give
are
you
at an
guys.
hour.
You guys keep crushing me. I'm gonna keep talking about my dad being dead. My
No,
warty
we're gonna
cock.
keep talking about your dad being dead.
Yes, indeed. All right, plug your shit. What do you got, Alex?
Come to Motor Pub December 23rd. I'll be doing stand up. January 5th at Go Bananas. I am headlining if it's not shut down or the government doesn't shut us down. I'll be in Michigan doing stand up December 27th and 28th. Follow me on the social medias. Find me, whatever. Follow Fuck You Like The Bengals. Me and Lloyd will be talking. Bengals about a big win this weekend. A very clutch win. Boring game, but very clutch win.
She's doing. Sorry for people not. Lily's
Was
over
Lilly
here.
doing a wrap it up?
You know when Luke reads for YouTube listeners, whenever fucking Luke reads the Scarlet Vape and Smoke read that he's pulling up, Lloyd will silently mouth shit to him and make faces at him. And that's what Lily's making disgusted faces at you the whole time that you were plugging something. I just noticed it. I'm sorry, a visual thing. Keep going, buddy.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Alex.
Okay, I saw that one.
All right. Is that the end of it? Do you have anything else?
Big shoes.
No.
Big
Yeah.
Shoobs.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yep.
Lily, what do you got? You got anything you want to plug? People, friends, Bella, anything you want to plug? Say it now.
Okay, that could have been worded a lot better.
Anything else?
Bazinga. All right, nothing.
Kalani.
All good.
Shout out Kalani, you my baby mama. Hit me up, girl. Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, OnlyFans, anything. Hit me up, mama. I love you.
What up, Kalani?
What up,
this episode,
Kalani?
as all episodes, go follow Neil to No One, Tank Mansfield.
Where you at?
Woo woo!
Uh-huh.
My ex is my buddy.
I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm
Who?
loving it.
Woo woo!
No, who?
You don't
My
even need to
ex
know, Luke.
is my
I'm
Or
not
Cody.
Luke.
Joe
Or
Biden.
Cody.
Who?
Byron. Who? Byron.
Bing bong.
Fuck your life.
Yes,
Go
don't.
ahead. I was just waiting for him to stop.
What You Into
scrolling.
podcast. Go and check it out. It's hosted by Anthony Tank Mansfield. He's not taking orders for art or glassware or any of that shit, but go and check out his podcast. He's
Oh,
got
yeah,
a
I
bunch
was
of
just-
really great episodes going on.
I was just on that too.
Were you?
Yeah.
You did a Blake Hammond with a fighting episode?
Yep.
Holy shit. When does that come out?
He said sometime early January, I think.
All right, yeah, go and fucking listen to that. I mean, I've already plugged it on a bunch of episodes, but the RPG podcast that Luke did with him was phenomenal.
They were both
And
so nice to me.
Yeah, and Paul Gonzalez. I wonder why. Crazy guy with sleeves of tattoos that towers over everybody with serial killer energy. Why were they nice to you, Lloyd?
I did like whatever it was he called me, something, a couch gargoyle, something.
You are a fucking couch gargoyle when you did the Quentin Tarantino episode with me. You just sat there and stared at everybody with Terminator vision. Like, Mansfield's like, am I going to die today, Cody? Who's your friend? I've heard him on the podcast, but now meeting him, he's uncomfortably silent. Can we get him a mic, please? Is he going to fucking kill me and fuck my wife? I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. But, no, it was a fun-ass fucking time. Go and listen to that podcast. Luke, what do you got?
We are sponsored by Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. You guys like me, I like to smoke. I abide by the Delta 8, Delta 10. You know, there's carts, there's nugs. They also got Kratom. And if you guys are looking to get some sort of piece to smoke those nugs out of, they've got tons of cheaply priced, but top quality glass bowls over there. And you can get them all for a reasonable price and a 15% discount if you let them know you're a bastard. Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop is the best and greatest shop when it comes to smoking products, rolling papers, and all that jazz. Go ahead and let them know you're a bastard to get that discount of 50% off your next order. They have 2 locations, one at 937 Monmouth Street, Newport, Kentucky, 41071, and the other at 11424 Montgomery Road, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45249.
And if you want to hear me talk over everybody some more, which I know you all do because you're a bunch of fucking self-hating little fucking whores, go and check out patreon.com/thebastardsermon. $5 unlocks all of our bonus content. We just did a Bastard LLC, which is it stands for Lloyd, Luke, and Cody. Just Luke and just Lloyd and Cody this time.
And the last time
we did Run Ronnie Run. It was a phenomenal watch that I had never seen before. A fucking I forgot his name. Mr. Show, fucking David Cross and Bob Odenkirk. You do this fucking crazy, like, it's like an Adam Sandler style comedy that's R-rated, that's actually like still watchable and good from the early 2000s. It was so much fun to watch. We had a great LLC episode on that. We did a Nerdcast. There's a bunch of other bonus content. Go and check it out. If you want to hear the rest of this episode, go by the Patreon. Luke, what's up?
We also might be having a potential sponsor in the future. Just to give a heads up about some this business is called.
Give me a teaser. What's going on?
It's called Bangin' Snacks. They're a new company that is starting. It's a website you would check out online called banginsnacks.com.
They haven't paid us yet. Hold on.
They sell treats and snacks from name brands that you know, but you can't normally get from outside of the country. Do you want chicken tikka masala Lays? Yeah, you can get them on banginsnacks.com.
Can we get
I'd eat that.
Is there any way we could get like a bastard flavor, like a Cody's Dad's Dead flavor, or like a...
No one would eat that.
A Dick Worth flavor.
Yeah, more word on that.
Freddy over here.
Check them out, man. The stuff looks crazy and really interesting.
That wasn't
That's
me.
it.
I didn't interrupt that time.
No, you're fine.
He gave me the I interrupted eyes.
I know, but you looked at me like, Dick.
We just get Schubert flavored chips, and it's just all cheese and regret. That's all it is.
Oh, I love you.
No,
I love you, Schubert.
I love you, Alex. Thanks for letting us shit on you. It's all love. Seriously.
I didn't shit on you. I love you, baby G.
Hey, Luke, Cody, Lloyd, you guys are cool. Lily, you're cool too.
I just want to mention, Alex, I do all of this out of love. I love you so much. You're a great dude. You're a great friend.
You've taught her to manipulate so well, Lloyd.
You're
my God, dude.
I'm
just target practiced
here.
you, and honestly, I am here for it.
Yeah.
Her middle name was going to be Gaslight. You missed my joke.
Gatekeep, Gaslight, Girl Boss.
Thanks, Bella, for chiming in here
Oh,
and there.
Bella, come get on the camera so they can get their views up.
Yeah, Bella, stand in front of the other camera so they can't see you at all.
Look at how pretty this person is.
The camera's right there.
The future
Right there.
future Survivor members.
Show your titties.
Future.
Don't do that.
This is YouTube.
No, we don't need to do all that.
Well, that is
I'm now just
my
looking at
beautiful
the camera
best
awkwardly
friend.
like a dipshit.
All right, yeah. All right. Well, that's a podcast.
And patreon.com/
Shouting out your Instagram to a bunch of
patreon.com/
40-year-old men.
thebastardsermon.
There we go. All right, we'll be right back, fuckfaces.